Today's shocking news. Jess Spencer's captain, Matt Casey, faces unthinkable tragedy on Chicago fire. It was supposed to be just another day at Firehouse 51. The weather was calm in Chicago, the sky overcast but quiet, and the engine sat humming in its place, ready for the next call. But July 17th took a turn that no one in the Chicago fire family, or the millions of devoted fans, could have seen coming. Jesse Spencer's beloved character, Captain Matt Casey, has been caught in a horrifying twist, one that leaves the entire cast, crew, and viewers in shock. A routine call turns tragic. It began with a call about a structure fire in an abandoned apartment complex on the south side. Captain Matt Casey, having returned to Firehouse 51 for a special guest appearance after leaving for Portland, was riding with Truck 81 for the day. What started as a routine assist quickly turned into a disaster. The building, neglected for years, had unstable floors, rusted staircases, and unknown flammable materials stored in the basement. As Casey led his team into the building searching for a missing squatter reportedly inside, a massive backdraft exploded from the lower levels, blowing out windows and shaking the entire foundation. What happened next left everyone breathless. Matt Casey disappeared inside the collapsing structure. The aftermath. Panic at 51. Back at the firehouse, Chief Bowden received the devastating radio transmission. Mayday, Mayday, Captain Casey is down. We've lost visual. Requesting immediate extraction team. Stella Kidd dropped her helmet on the ground in disbelief. Kelly Severide, temporarily back from OFI, stood frozen for a split second before jumping into action. No one could believe it. Casey, the foundation of Truck 81 for years, was unaccounted for. Again. Sylvie Brett, Casey's former fiancée, who had tried to stay composed, broke down in tears upon hearing the call. Though they parted ways when Casey moved to Oregon, their bond was undeniable. The thought of losing him, truly this time, was unbearable. Jess Spencer, the man behind the captain. Jess Spencer, the Australian-born actor who portrayed Captain Matt Casey since the show's inception, had been a fan favorite since day one. His charm, leadership, and quiet strength became synonymous with Chicago Fire's identity. Though he exited the show in Season 10 to return home and take a break from acting, his character's occasional returns were always met with fanfare and excitement. Spencer's brief appearances, including the dramatic Season 11 finale, kept fans hopeful for a full return. But today's shocking news has upended that dream. Inside sources say Jesse Spencer was performing his own stunts in the pivotal fire scene when the set suddenly became chaotic. What was supposed to be a controlled fire scene took a horrifying turn when a miscalculated effect led to an unexpected partial collapse of the filming set. Emergency medical personnel were called not just for the fictional storyline, but for real. Emergency shutdown on set. Production on Chicago Fire has come to a complete halt. NBC and Wolf Entertainment released a joint statement just hours after to report that Jess Spencer was injured while filming an intense scene today. He is receiving the best possible medical care. Our thoughts are with Jesse, his family, and the entire Chicago Fire team at this time. The extent of Spencer's injuries was not disclosed initially, but paramedics reportedly rushed him to Northwestern Memorial Hospital in downtown Chicago. Fans gathered outside, many holding signs with messages of love and support. The cast reacts, "This can't be happening." David Agenberg, Christopher Herman, was among the first to speak to the press. "We're all just in shock," Agenberg said, his voice trembling. "Jesse is like a brother to me. He's the heart of this show. We don't know what tomorrow looks like, but right now we're all praying. Miranda Ray Mayo, Stella Kid, posted a photo of her and Spencer on Instagram with a simple caption. Please, pray for Jesse. #family51. Eamon Walker, Chief Bowden, who rarely posts on social media, wrote, "My captain, my friend, my brother, we stand by you." Even Taylor Kinney, who has been on temporary leave from the series, returned to the set moments after hearing the news. Paparazzi snapped photos of Kinney embracing Cara Kilmer, Sylvie Brett, as both appeared visibly shaken. What happens to Captain Casey? The showrunners now face an impossible decision. With Captain Casey's character in the middle of a crucial story arc, including rumors of rekindling his romance with Brett and possibly returning to Firehouse 51 full-time. This incident could alter the trajectory of the entire series. Episode 3 of Season 13 was set to mark a triumphant return for Casey, with teasers hinting at his permanent comeback. NBC had been counting on this storyline to boost viewership after Taylor Kinney's partial departure and Cara Kilmer's recent exit. But with Jesse Spencer's real-life hospitalization, that script may never be filmed. Fans in mourning. Twitter and Instagram exploded with messages under the hashtag #PrayForJess and hashtag Captain Casey Forever. Fan accounts shared their favorite Casey moments. His wedding that never happened with Brett, his dramatic rescues, his first day at 51. One fan wrote, "Matt Casey has saved lives for 12 seasons. Now it's our turn to fight for him." Another posted a video montage of Casey's most heroic scenes, overlaid with the song "Fix You" by Coldplay, writing, "He's more than a character. He's our hero." A look back, why Matt Casey mattered. From the very first episode, Matt Casey was a character audiences rooted for. He wasn't just a firefighter, he was a leader, a mentor, a man struggling with inner demons, but always choosing the right path. His deep loyalty, especially to best friend Kelly Severide, helped anchor the emotional center of the show. Over the seasons, Casey navigated heartbreak, political corruption, family trauma, and near-death experiences. Fans watched him grow, fall in love, lose friends, and always come back stronger. His departure to Portland felt like a proper send-off, but his return was a gift. Now, with his life hanging in the balance, both on screen and off, viewers are faced with the terrifying reality that they might lose Matt Casey forever. The latest update. At 10:43 p.m. Central Time, Northwestern Memorial released a brief update. Jesse Spencer is stable but under close observation. He suffered a concussion and multiple broken ribs. He is conscious and speaking with medical staff and family. Relief flooded social media, but concerns remain about whether Spencer will be able to resume his role, or if this incident will mark a permanent goodbye to both Jesse and Captain Casey. The Firehouse fights on. Despite the fear and sadness, the Chicago Fire cast and crew are holding together. In a powerful moment outside the hospital, several cast members, still in uniform from filming, held hands and bowed their heads in silent prayer. A crowd of fans joined them. There were no words, just hope. Production will remain paused for at least a week as the team regroups and awaits further news. But one thing is certain. Whether or not Jesse Spencer returns to Firehouse 51, Captain Matt Casey's legacy will burn brighter than any flame. He inspired loyalty. He saved lives. He held the line.